What's up, everybody, and welcome back. This is James, your South Central Wisconsin realtor, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things you should know before buying a house. All right, let's jump right into it. And the first one is going to be to not overthink or overstress about the minor cosmetic issues. And what I mean by that is when you walk up to the property and you think, why is the house purple? Or if you walk into the bedroom and you think, gosh, I really hate these orange walls. Even if you walk into the kitchen and you don't like the backsplash or the countertops or the handles in the kitchen, these are the minor cosmetic issues, and it seems like way too many buyers just can't overlook these small details. These small cosmetic issues are sometimes hard to overlook and can make you pass up on a perfect opportunity for something that could probably just get changed out in a weekend. When you go and look at a property, you need to take a look at 3 things. And these 3 things are going to be the most important. And number 1 on that list is going to be location. Location is something that you cannot change. No matter how much money you put into it, no matter how much money you have, you just can't change it. And what I want you to look out for is, do you live on a busy street? Do you live next to a freeway? Now, location can be a deal breaker, so you need to take a good look around and make sure that this is the place that you would like to live. Number 2 on the list is going to be the floor plan. Now, the floor plan can be changed, but it just depends on how much money you have and how much money you want to put into the property. If you're getting the property for a great deal, way under market value, then yeah, maybe it makes sense. But if you're buying a house at retail level, you're in a hot market, you got to get it quick, and you just hate the way the kitchen looks, or you want the bedroom on the other side of the house, it just might not make sense to do that, especially if you're going to be in way over what the house is worth. And the third thing, like I mentioned, is going to be small cosmetic issues. These are things like, do you hate the kitchen? Well, a brand new kitchen might only cost you $10,000 to $20,000 for it to be the perfect kitchen for you. Do you hate the floors? It's got some ugly carpet. Well, brand new hardwood floors might only cost you somewhere between $4,000 to $15,000. Do you hate the paint color? Paint color might only cost you less than $1,000 and a weekend of your time to change. This is why you can't get caught up with the small cosmetic issues. Almost every house that I've looked at for myself or for a buyer has had some cosmetic issues. Even the perfect house is going to not be 100%. There's going to be something that you want to change. And with me being an agent, I've seen it all. I've seen buyers pass up on what would be the perfect property for them because they just can't overlook the ugly carpet or the terrible paint color. And then, a couple months down the road, they've looked at a bunch of properties, they start thinking to themselves, man, if I could have just overlooked and I could have just paid the $10,000 for the new hardwood floors, I would have been in it for way less money and I would have had the property that I wanted. So number 2 for major things to look out for is that you've probably only seen this property at a certain time of the day. Maybe that's after work or on a weekend or a Sunday afternoon, but it is very important to see this property at different times throughout the day and night. From what otherwise could be a quiet residential street on a Sunday afternoon might turn into a gridlock of traffic on a Friday after work. If you use a navigation app, then you probably understand what I'm talking about here. But sometimes if a busy street on a Friday afternoon gets too compact, your phone will actually start telling you that there's other little shortcuts, and that shortcut could just be that quiet residential street that you're looking to buy on. Another major reason on why you should go and check out this property at different times of the day is to check out your neighbors. Now, for the most part, you're probably going to love your neighbors. They'll probably be quiet and they really won't bother you very much. But it is good to know if the neighbor kid loves to bang on his drums all day, or they throw a party every weekend or every night. All right, the next major thing to look out for is your commute time. Now, when you're looking at the property on Sunday afternoon and you pull up your GPS and it shows that it's a 15-minute drive and you're happy. But another thing you might have to do is you might just have to drive that commute, because what could be a 15-minute drive on a Sunday might end up being a 45-minute or an hour drive on a Friday afternoon. And sometimes it's a nice, easy 45-minute drive, but sometimes you might have to get onto the freeway in the right lane, cut through all 4 lanes of traffic to get over to the next exit. And that's might be something that be a deal breaker, but that's something that you need to know and you need to be aware of when you're purchasing a house. And last but not least, number 5 on the list is going to be to do inspections. Now, doing inspections is something that I would say would be mandatory. I've never seen anything go down without an inspection, but doing inspections, do as many as you think you need to know. Now, even if this isn't something that you're looking to renegotiate with, this will give you a good idea of what needs to come in the future years. I've found that almost everything that comes up in a home inspection report is pretty well manageable, and you don't usually need to tackle all of them at once, but anticipating these expenses are going to help you with your budget and what you're looking to do with the property. If the roof is 15 years old and it has a 20-year lifespan, that's something that you know you're going to have to change within the next 5 to 10 years. Personally, I would try and get all of the inspections you can get done. And this is not to push you away from the house or to discourage you from buying the house, but this is solely to anticipate the expenses that are going to come with the house. For everybody that's stuck around to the end of the video, my 6th bonus tip is going to be to not purchase anything expensive or open any new lines of credit 6 months before applying for a mortgage or purchasing a house. The worst thing you can do before purchasing a house is getting yourself into debt and giving the bank any reason not to give you the full amount promised. For instance, if the bank offers you $3,000 a month and then right before you purchase the house, you go out and lease a $600 a month payment on a car, the bank is going to see this as a liability and they're going to cut the cost that they're going to be able to give you. And when they cut the cost, this means that your purchase price of your property is going to go down. So that's my recommendation. Don't make a huge purchase before you buy the property. Anything after you purchase the property is up to you. As always, you guys, thank you very much for watching this. If you made it this far, leave a like, leave a comment. It really does help out the channel. And if you've watched it all the way to the end, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I will see you guys in the next one.